Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Crafting Lair. My name is Stacy. I will be your host dragon. So today I'm going to start another project, something I've never done before. But I don't think it'll be like difficult or hard. It's just going to take some thought process, I guess. But let me show you what I'm working with. So I have this escape room game. It's the Kyoto edition, and this will make a pretty good size journal, I think. And I've played it. Got this for Christmas. So we can actually play this more than once, but one time was enough for us. So when you get in here and we started looking through everything, I was like, oh, I gotta keep that. Oh, I gotta keep that. Oh, I gotta keep that. Well, then by the time we were done, I was like, I'm just gonna make a whole junk journal out of this. Look at this paper. It's actually an envelope. And then inside, there's another envelope with more fun stuff. Some of it we've written on, some of it not. But this is great. This is fantastic. So, and look, this is supposed to be like a script or something. It is kind of on that glossy paper. You can see the shine, but I don't care. I'm not, like looking to go vintage or anything on this. But there are 3 of these envelopes in here with this different stuff. So I can make this into an actual envelope, glue it together, or use it as paper. I don't know, but here's the other one. Isn't that fun? And then here's the last one. Pretty. And this one was really kind of fun. We had to fold this along these lines to get a clue. So if you've thought about playing this or have it and want to play it, I apologize. Spoiler alert. There's probably gonna be lots of spoilers in this, so I'll put a little warning at the beginning, I guess. But anyway, this was so fun. These are some of the notes that we took. I won't put those in there, but here's a little pad of paper. Comes with the game. There's this, which is needed in the game. So yeah, just some fun stuff. And then just for some extra stuff, because I didn't know what all I was gonna do, I printed these 3 Japanese style papers. These are from the Graphics Fairy, so I cannot link them, or they're not mine. They're part of membership from the Graphics Fairy. But I printed stuff on both sides, so we would have some papers in there. But yeah, this is gonna be so much fun, I think, and I'm excited to work through this and try to figure it out. So let me take all of this out, because the first thing I'm gonna do is the cover. So I'm gonna make the cover out of the box. Trying to decide. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make it like a normal cover. This, I'll cut this, and this will be the spine, so we'll have the front and the back. Or I could just leave it as a box and make the journal to put inside. I mean, that's an idea, but I kind of like the idea of, you know, making the cover. So plus, I have a hard time getting in here. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut this, make it into a cover. Let me get my have a good box cutter. I think I'm going to remove my glass mat here. All right, so I'm scared to cut this up, but we're just gonna do it. All right, so I have them all cut apart now. It looks like I need to trim off just a little on the top of this one. Okay. And then, okay, these are both pretty much the same, so we'll just use one. Looks like it's also just a little tall. Did not want to cut. All right. So we'll set these aside. I don't know if I'll use them, but they're there just in case. So how do I want to do this? I think I will probably use some fabric. Let's see how this, yeah. And of course I need to decide what I want to do about this situation. I do have some washi that's kind of Japanesey oriented. Okay, so I have this, and I think this one might actually be good because it's nice and wide, and I can wrap it around. And I do have a black, but I think the blue might be might be good. Okay. So do I want to do this? That's the back. Because I don't want to put paper on it because I want this to stay, you know, the cover. So, all right, let's just try this and see how it's gonna look. All right, so I have these all bordered. I'm ready to go. I didn't do these sides because I'm gonna be covering that up anyway, so that's how it will look. I like that so far. Now, I think I'm going to take, I have this bag was for seeds. I got this at an antique store, and I think I'm going to use it just because I have it here handy. But I like the way it looks. Oh, there we go. And then I'm gonna fold this in half. And there we go. So now, that's off a lot of dust. Okay. So I can use that. Actually, I could even make these a little smaller. I wonder if I cut them in half again. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I think for now I'm going to leave these hanging because sometimes I like that. Well, no. Because it gets hard to get that off when you have it glued on there, so. Instant change my mind. All right, so that'll go there, and then we have one for the other side for the front, and then we'll have this one. Ooh. For the other side. Okay, so I'm going to use Fabri-Tac to glue these down. First of all, though, get my little tool here that will space this where I want it. Okay, so there is that. Get that down in there. Oh, that's gonna be cute. All right, let's let that dry, and let's work on making some signatures. Let me go ahead and cut these down to size. Okay, now these I did print, I think at like 90%, because I wanted to make sure it was gonna fit, you know, within the cover. So, and I think these came out maybe a little bit smaller, but than I wanted, but that's fine. I don't mind. And I don't really know yet Let me just put these. Yeah, those are way smaller than the cover, but that's okay. Fine. All right, so let's bring these back. Now I know these will fit my cover because they were in the box. So this is a good template. So here's my pages that I cut. So this is a good template for what I want to put in here. And lay that flat. So everything smaller than this will fit, which means these. Okay, now how do I want to do this? Where's my other one? Here it is. I think I want to make let's see. So if we have this as a signature, we could do that. We could leave that folded because it would be like a belly band type situation. So we have that as a signature. And this, we could flip around. And have it as a pocket. So we would have a signature there. Okay, and then let's see what all fun stuff I had in here. Okay, so there's a card. Some of those. This is just a single thing. Oh yeah, we had like a little poster. So let's see. We had hello, there we go. We had that as a page. I would need to either fold it or tear it down. I think we can at least cut this part off. Then, wait, let's get rid of that for a second. Okay. So we can trim here. Where would that trim off there? Just those names. Okay. So let's do that. Attempt to mark on this. It is black, so I don't know. About right there. Okay, so I will cut this. Still might be able to use that, so we'll keep that. And let's see. Okay, bring it down like this and then fold this up as pocket. So I think we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. So that'll be signature in there. Okay. So then we'll have that, and then we'll have that. Okay, let's see what else. So we have this envelope. Do I want to cut it open? Although I think it'll fit. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that. Okay, but yeah, that will fit in there. I believe. Yeah, that'll fit in there. Okay, I'm gonna need to trim that there. This here. I think I need to do the same here. Okay, just so that this will open more easily. Okay, so if we had that, this could go in here. All right, just trying to think here. Let me glue these little bits down. I guess I could have just cut them off, but no need to have little extra scraps, right? Okay, so then that will be pocket for back here. I don't know, I kind of want to cut this or make like a double pocket. I could cut this open, but still put this in here or somewhere else. Let's make this a double pocket. Guess I could go this way so you don't see that seam. All right, then I'm just going to trim off a little sliver just to open this up. There we go. So then we actually have 1, 2, 3, then we got 4. I'll make little notches in here. Okay, so then I don't know yet where I want to put that, but we have it. I could even do it this way and make it another signature and have side pockets, but then we could always put like a pocket on the back. Sorry, I'm kind of way over there. Yeah, we can make that a signature. pockets. I mean, a signature. A page. Okay. And then let's see. I think they're like, oh yeah, there's this page that kind of looks like a script. I could put that in here. Probably put like some clear gesso or something on this just so it's not so shiny. But we could do that because then there's a pocket there. Then we have a page. And we have another pocket here. Okay. We'll do that. So that's going to be our first signature. Just trying to see if I want to put this the other way around. Okay, I like that. So there's our first one. So I'm just going to clip this all together. So that's our first one. These little things we will use for other things. Okay. Set those aside. So then our second one is this one. And I want to do something different. So I want to make this an actual envelope. We can put it in the signature, you know, sew it in here, but then after it's sewn, we can glue it shut. And this has a little slit in it, so this could be, okay. Did the other one have that? I don't even know. I don't think so. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this one we could have as an envelope, and this will probably need to be a center since we're going to be closing it. So let's see what fun stuff is in here. Okay, and then we have this page. Let's see. Oh yeah, this we had to make the plate, or a plate. Oh, and we had to make these little origami things. Aren't those cute? Okay, so this one, I could use this as a page, and I could put something else behind that. And we would have this, and we would have this. And let's see, maybe we can take this apart. Let's see. Here we go. So then we have pages to work with. So could have that. Let's see. I'm not going to worry about if there's the same amount of pages in each signature, because why? Why worry about that stuff? Okay, so we could have this and this. Okay, and then we still have this envelope as well if we want to do something. We could open this up and make it a page. Or I could just fold it like I did the other one. Let's see. Instead of trying to tear that off, let me just cut this open. And let me cut this one open. Maybe this one I can. Okay. Oops. Okay, we can work with that. We can always cover that up. Okay, so there's that one. And then the final one. Let's see what we got to work with first. Okay, so another envelope. Could be like a journal card. Oh yeah, we have this cool thing, so that can definitely be a page. We have like this little menu thing, so that could be a page, and we have this map, so that can be a page. Okay. And then we have this, which I kind of want that to be in the center. So let's see what we can do here. This one, we can have like pocket and a pocket. And this way, we would have kind of the same thing, a pocket. Let's see if we did it. Just trying to think of something different. Okay, so if we sewed it in here, let's see here. This I'm gonna need to cut down some. Or okay. Let's do like we did that poster. I really hate chop some of that off, but I think we're gonna have to. I promise my office is not haunted. My fan is on. Okay. So let's see, we're gonna have to go like this way so we can sew that in. Okay, let me trim off this just a little bit. Yeah, so that'll fit there. That'll fit there. Oops. Oh yeah, and we have the map. Let's see, let's put the map inside there. So kind of have it like that. Okay, so I need to cut, let's see. I'm cutting these off so that these will fold freely. Okay, so have it like this. Okay, well this isn't going to be able to be in the center if I do it like that. So maybe like this. So then that can be something. Have our pages like that. That. We have this. That and that and that. Okay, is that? All right, and then of course we have this, which might use for something. I think I want to put this page in there though, because I like that picture. There we go. And we got one more page we can put in somewhere. So let's see, we'll have that little sushi page, that, okay, Very interesting. Okay. I like it. So now we have our 3 signatures. And let's see how they could possibly look in our journal. Oh yeah, plenty of room to stuff. I could even add more paper. I didn't want it to get too gator mouth, you know, because you're gonna put stuff in there still. So do I want to add more paper? Okay. I think I might add a couple to each signature. I can definitely put this one in here somewhere. All right, let's just put that in there. And then, okay. That's gonna be so fun. See my 3 signatures. And then I still have all this stuff to, you know, play with and decorate with. But I do think I want to add some more papers. So let me get some and I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed a few gel prints that I've done, and I thought the colors would be good for this. This is just some packaging paper. This is from an old Platt book, and it's just like part of the index or table of contents or whatever. And then this is from an old floor plan sketch. So cut that down. And let's see here. Okay, let's start with this one. I'll just use this as a template here. And let's see. Take my ruler and just tear this. And then just kind of trim it down to size about right there. Okay. So let's put it here. Okay. And let's do this one. This is kind of a flimsy piece, but I think it'll be fine. Just tear off. I'm going to tear off some of the top and the bottom, I think. So it doesn't really look like there's a border. Not that it matters, but... Okay. And then, let's see. I may have to get another piece of this. I don't know why I didn't get three of each. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and tear this in half. And let's tear it half again. There we go. And then we can just put a smaller piece in each of these. Okay. Let's see. So this one. Okay. So we'll put this page here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and call this one, done. And then our second one, I'm going to go get some more of that packaging paper. Okay, so I had some, I just went ahead and cut it down real quick. All different sizes. Also, I forgot I had this blueprint paper, so I want to add that as well. So we have that. Let's see, that's going to be okay. And then we'll put this one here. And then this. Actually, let's fold it more like this. This one, in like that, so this will have a flip out. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to cut off the bottom part a little bit. There we go. And this side will have a big flip out. And then we want to put our jelly print in there. I think we'll kind of do the same thing here. But we'll make it a little off there. Okay, so cut off about there. I do with my ruler. Okay, I'll just use this one. Okay, so we have that. Okay. like that one. And then one more. We'll add our packaging paper. And we'll go here and put this one. And then we'll go here. Still need to add one of these to that first one. Although I don't have to, but I can. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one off. And trim a little bit off here. And then our jelly print. That. Cool. Okay. Let me add the one more page to this. Is that too wide? Let's see. Ooh, almost. Okay. Alrighty. And there is that one. I think I need to trim just a little off this jelly print. There we go. Where's my clip? There it is. Okay. So there's our 3 signatures. And that's how it's going to look in our book. Oh, this is going to be so fun. I'm going to have so much fun decorating this because it's just so random. I mean, there's kind of a theme, but kind of not. And then using all the fun stuff that came with the game. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. I don't know if I'll do the binding on camera or not, but yeah, I'm running out of time in real life, so I gotta go. But this is gonna be so fun. I hope you guys will join in, subscribe, so you'll know when I upload the next video for this, and we'll continue working on this. I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting since Christmas to do this, so very excited. thank you guys for joining me. Please come back. Please finish this with me. And yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know before I do the next one. And yeah, until the next one. Bye-bye.